so cool. It's mad science.
So this is like all different types of grain spawn that, and so we have everything color coded so we know what those things are.
So the plugs up at the top are what we sell to So True, and they sell them so people can plug logs at home and grow their own mushrooms.
So how do you make those?
So basically, it all starts from a Petri plate. So this is where it all starts for us. So like this is a king trumpet mycelium. So like these bags of grain right here have been sterilized, and we'll take the Petri plate, and we will, let me see if I can find a good example for you. Oh, this is a good example. So this is a shiitake straw strain, and you can see right there, it's a little wedge of agar that has the mushroom mycelium on it. We introduce it into the sterilized grain, and then it grows off of that grain. We soak these, sterilize them, and then we introduce the mycelium onto them once they have cooled down.
Gotcha.
So the bags will kind of look comparable to these,
Right.
you know, but just bigger. And then we will, and then here's some that are closer to being fully colonized. So these are blue oysters. Essentially, you're just expanding mycelium, and then expanding mycelium again, and expanding it, and then you introduce it onto whatever you want to grow off of. So this is a laminar flow hood. This is a hood that I built, and it just basically, it filters. There's a fan on the backside, and when you turn it on, it pushes a sterile stream of air out this way, and so you can utilize, you can open up things in front of it, and you can guarantee that it's a sterile stream of air. So you can do plate to grain transfers. You can do all of that. This filter filters everything down.
Gotcha.
Basically, the only thing that's allowed to come through are gases. If your technique is right and you're clean and you're wearing gloves, I used to wear sleeves, but I'm so confident in my techniques now. I don't use the sleeves anymore.
Right.
Those are liquid cultures.
Slants and grain spawn.
Mycelium, basically.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of people don't understand, that the mushroom, what they call a mushroom, is the fruiting body that comes off of the mycelium, which is like the roots. And so that's all that white stuff.
Yeah, that's all rye. Rye. Some people will grow it off of different grains. I like rye better. I've always worked with rye. And everywhere we have to deal with contamination problems. So there's some things that don't work out, kind of like this. So there's some contamination there on that Petri plate, and then some of them grow out perfectly fine. So this is, our spawn room is pretty sparse right now.
We're going to see these in the grow room in their full form. This is their primordial fruiting bodies, right?
Yeah, so we'll open, so once they get to that stage, those are chestnuts. So once those chestnuts get to that stage, we will open those. This is the grow room.
Oh
wow. The current grow room. We have another grow room that we're going to be bringing possibly to our neighbor's property. Right now, just with this, we produce about 50 plus pounds a week out of here.
Good Lord.
So these are the chestnuts that you saw in the spawn room. And so what happens here is, like, once, like this one, I'll harvest this today, and then these bags will get moved down to the second shelf, and then when they flush again, they'll get moved down to the third shelf, and then once they flush that third time, they get tossed out. They were kind of getting leggy in the bag. They were pretty tall. Those are going to be delicious because those stems are so big. Yeah.
What does leggy mean?
Like, whenever they produce, like, they get really tall.
These are, I mean, you could
They're amazing, aren't they?
shellac these and sell them.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
like amazing.
So Sorry, Les.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, this one's really cool.
Yeah, I like the.
It's so cool. It's like little worlds.
I know, they look like little cities to me.
Little alien cities.
Wow. I had no idea this is what you did. It's crazy.
I mean, and this is part of it, you know. So this is like the indoor
This is the
stuff,
indoor, yeah.
and then we have the outdoor stuff, and then then I do wild harvesting too. So
Right.
it's just like to do several different things. So the lion's mane are super cool whenever you get around to those. I mean, that looks like it should be in under the.
So lion's
under the
mane's
sea.
it's a fantastic medicinal that people are starting to catch on to. There's been a lot of research published on its benefits to our mental health, and specifically with Alzheimer's and dementia.
Really?
Yeah, it's very helpful for basically neurogeneration, so regeneration, right? It regenerates your neurons, literally.
Yeah.